Downtown Circle. Dubai is known for its extravagant architecture that causes envy around the world. Just when you thought its buildings could not get more futuristic, along comes Zee Space, an architecture firm with some very ambitious plans for the city. What might these be? They have developed a design for a high-rise building that encircles the Burj Khalifa, reported an online magazine Design Boom on Tuesday, an urban and natural landmark for the UAE. The structure would be 550 meters tall and span a 3,000-meter circumference. It's appropriately called the Downtown Circle, and it can simultaneously serve as both an urban and natural landmark for the United Arab Emirates. It encompasses all the features that make up the most popular urban metropolises. It features residential, public, and commercial spaces, and even a green sky garden to add some much-needed oxygen to the car-heavy city. The structure would be supported by 5 vertical beams, which we imagine would have to be extra sturdy to carry such a busy and diverse mini-metropolis. The structure is also meant to be sustainable, featuring a more humane typology that seeks to emulate nature and introduce diverse green public spaces. The structure consists of 2 rings held together by a continuous green suspended belt called the Sky Park. The concept proposes a sustainable, 550-meter-tall ringed vertical city that encircles the monumental Burj Khalifa, spanning a 3,000-meter circumference, responding to the Emirates' increasingly dense urban fabric characterized by soaring, isolated high-rises. Downtown Circle introduces a singular mixed-use, mega-structure that can simultaneously become a new urban and natural landmark of the UAE. Within, it houses all of the typologies that compose typical bustling urban metropolises, from residential, public and commercial spaces to a diverse green sky garden lung that sweeps through the entire ring, boasting diverse climates and natural habitats. A suspended sky park is the lung of Downtown Circle. Zee Space's conceptual Downtown Circle establishes a sustainable, self-sufficient vertical urban center in the heart of Dubai. 550 meters tall and 3,000 meters wide, the continuous ring-like metropolis will hover above the city's skyline, supported by 5 vertical beams. With the aim of sustainability, the Dubai-based architecture studio redefines typical urban models with a more humane typology that seeks to emulate nature and create diverse public spaces. The mixed-use complex pursues an efficient alternative to the traditional singular, unconnected high-rises in metropolitan areas, composed of 2 living rings held together by a continuous green suspended belt, the Sky Park. The structure will consist of 5 levels, divided into smaller units to create a range of residential, public, commercial, and cultural programs. A new contemporary symbol for the city and a green landmark, the Sky Park is sandwiched between the 2 living rings. Forming the central spine of the Downtown Circle, it offers clean, fresh air, abundant natural light, and panoramic views of the city. With a unique spatial hybrid and mixed urban typologies, it combines high densities with lavish greenery and dynamic urban functions with high-quality user experience. It is embedded with offices, research centers, cultural spaces, and a 3D urban and green ecosystem that will function as the lung of the ring. Within the Greenbelt, Zee Space infuses diverse climates and natural habitats, including canyons, sandy dunes, swamps, waterfalls, digital caves, and tropical vegetation. Futuristic train pods transport passengers at 100 km/h. With sustainability in mind, Zee Space intends for Downtown Circle to become an integral part of the urban ecosystem. Their plan proposes sanctuaries for wild plants and food production, designated areas for rainwater harvesting and solar power stations, and systems for storing carbon and filtering pollutants from the air. The architects also incorporate a futuristic rail transport system which will comprise a fleet of suspended pods traveling at a speed of 100 km per hour, transporting passengers from one node to another along the outer perimeter of the ring's lowest tier. The pods will capture a 360 view of the entire city below from the soaring height of 500 meters. Anyone up for a trip to Dubai? 1 night in Dubai.